Did you know that you cannot overfeed a breastfed baby? But people often question about whether they've had enough. Now, it'd be great if we all had a gauge on the side of our boob that went down as they fed, but it doesn't work like that. From a health professional's point of view, we're looking for exactly the same things in a breastfed baby as a bottle-fed baby to know that they've had enough. Are they gaining weight? Are they having regular wet and dirty nappies? And are they settling between feeds? If they're doing all those things, then they are having enough. When you breastfeed, the baby's often tucked right into you. They're warm, they're snuggly, they're content, and they just fall asleep before they've finished feeding. So it's your job to annoy them. You need to blow on their face, tickle their feet, tickle their hands, do anything to keep them awake. Now, the milk that they're drinking starts off with quite thin milk, like watery, like a drink, and it gets fattier and fattier and thicker and becomes like a meal. And you want them to get to this fattier milk and not put them down and stop feeding before they get there. So a lot of people will actually put their baby down thinking they've finished feeding when actually they've just fallen asleep, and then 5 minutes later they're hungry again, or so it seems. But actually it was just that they hadn't finished feeding. So you need to keep offering your baby a feed right up until the point where they refuse. So keep waking them up. And I've known people to even stop feeding and change their nappy to rouse them and then put them back to the breast. Keep doing that until they absolutely refuse and they become what we call milk drunk, which is where they're like, and you can, whatever you do to them, they won't wake up, they won't rouse. And that's often a good sign that they've finished feeding, that they've had enough. If you'd like more advice about breastfeeding and bottle feeding and a fully comprehensive antenatal course, check out expectingclasses.co.uk.